Good morning and welcome to Mindful Movement with AARP Alabama. I'm your host, Judy Vannings, and today's workout session is with health educator Jerri Haslem. Folks, we want to remind you that AARP is empowering people to choose how they live as they age. AARP is a nonpartisan 501c4 organization with more than 420,000 members in Alabama. AARP's role is to advocate on their behalf, all of them without regards to politics. When the pandemic began, AARP Alabama decided to continue our healthy living events online. Mindful movement allows you to keep moving in the safety of your home. So, hi, Jerry. What are we working on today?
Hello, Judy. We are going to work from the chair today. So, you know what? Even though we're sitting, we're still going to move.
Oh, Jerry, that's great. And that's something we can always remember. And you have been very, very helpful in reminding us how to make the chair work for us. But remember, before you begin any exercise program, you should consult with your physician to be sure it's safe to participate. All right, Jerry, let's get started.
Okay, thank you. Good morning. And today we're going to be sitting, but even in the chair, we will still move. So if you're in a chair where you have wheels on it, rollers, I want you to make sure that you secure that chair so you're not rolling, so we are able to get this workout done. Okay. I'm going to use weights for some of the routine, but of course, you never have to do that. You can use canned goods, water bottles, or nothing at all. So today, the chair is our friend. Let's start first of all with a simple stretch. I want you both of your feet are flat, and if you can, I want you to lift one leg up and just place that ankle right there on top. Now, if you can't do that, it's okay. If you can only cross it at your ankle, that's fine. But if you can, I want you to lift that leg, just lift one leg up. And when you do that, you're going to feel that in that hip. I promise it's going to be like, good morning. And what I want you to do, sitting up nice and tall, just stretch from the hips and lean over. It's a small move, but I promise you can feel that, okay? That stretch, and you can do this if we were laying down. A lot of times you don't even think about it, but this move is an amazing stretch. So we're just leaning over, hinging over. There we go. We should feel that. Feel a little bit of a stretch, but not pain. Maybe a little uncomfortable, but never pain. Okay. Bring that body up. How did that feel? Okay. Take that leg, put it back on the floor. Let's take the opposite leg, and you may be more flexible on one side than the other, and that's fine. So think of this as a figure four stretch, but we're sitting in the chair. We could be laying on the floor, we can lift our legs, but we're just going to hinge over from the hips. It's a small move, but trust me, you can feel it, I promise. So we're just hinging that figure four stretch, even in the chair, and you can feel that. Feels good. Yes. Hold that for me. Holding our stretches, feeling comfortable in that stretch as well when we do it. Okay. And bring that body up. Put that foot back on the floor. Now what I want you to do is just lift the leg up. Lifting not from the foot, but from the hip. And if you want to, you can pull it even a little bit closer to you. Bringing it up, not going down, but bringing it up to you. Holding that leg up, right there up under that thigh. There we go. Shoulders are back. You're sitting up nice and tall. There we go. Hold it for me. Great job. Put it back on the floor. Opposite leg, lift it up. You're just going to lift it again. Although your foot comes off the floor, and don't think about your foot. Think about your hip doing the work, and then reach right underneath and bring it even a little bit closer to your body. There you go. Great stretch. Awesome. There we go. And put that foot back on the floor. Now right here, I want you to sit up nice and tall, and I want you just to leaning over just flat, not rounding over, but just leaning forward and then bring it back. Okay, lean forward again, just hinging forward. There we go. and bring it back. Now right here, I want you to take your legs the same distance apart as the legs of the chair, okay? So your legs match the legs of your chair, okay? And when you do that, I want you to take your heels and just bring them up and put them back down. Bring those heels up. I don't know if you heard that. That was actually my ankle I heard. Yeah, just rolling it up, but you can hear that. Feels good. Again, pick those heels off the floor. You're going to feel that in that calf, that ankle, everything comes up, holding it up, and bring it down. Give me two more. Heels are up and down. Bring those heels up one more time. Bring those heels up. Heels are up. There we go. Heels are up, up, up. Giving an amazing stretch when you do that, and put it back down. Now we're going to pull the legs together. And what I want you to do, we're going to lift this leg on one side 8 times. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And when we do that, we're sitting up nice and tall. We're not slumped over. We're sitting up nice and tall. Abs are zipped up. And when you pick up that leg, again, think about that hip, not the foot. The foot is just there taking a ride. Opposite side. 8 lifts. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's extend the leg out. Again, we're straight up when we do it. It's 8, 7, take it out, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And when you do that, you're going to feel that right on top in the front of that thigh, just right here on top. You're going to feel it. You're not going to extend it out and pop it. You're just extending it out, not locking your knee. Okay? Let's do the other side. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay? Waking those up, those quads, waking them up when you do that. Okay? Now, if you're comfortable, your abs are zipped, your back is straight. Although I have a back on this chair, I'm not going to lean back. I'm right here. I'm going to take my legs up and both at the same time, squeezing them up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. How did that feel? When you do that, you're going to feel that in your lower abs. Amazing, because sometimes people say, I don't want to get on the floor. I don't want to do a sit-up. I don't want to do a push-up. But just sitting up in that chair with your back supporting your abs, sitting up nice and tall, you're taking your feet off the floor. And even when you do that, when you take those feet off the floor, it's just a little lift. But I promise you, you're going to engage those lower abs, because you want to think about, your back, your abs, making them both do some work. So again, when we take those feet off the floor at the same time, automatically those abs are engaged. Now, what I don't want you to do when you take those feet off the floor, don't hold your breath, because a lot of times people go, no, we're not doing that, okay? When you take those feet off the floor, you're engaging those abs, but you're not going to hold your breath. Let's do another set of those, okay? Legs are up. Let's take it out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And when you do that, that is all of your lower body. Not only your abdominals, your quads, your legs, the entire lower body is engaged when we do it, okay? Let's just try to take it off and hold it. So right here, my feet are ever so slightly off the floor. My abs are engaged, and I'm holding it right there. We're going to hold it. I'm going to count it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And put those feet down. Now, one reason I want you to understand the importance of holding a move, and you're thinking, and we naturally think, in order to be working, we've always got to be moving. But sometimes just holding a move, holding a body, a position, is going to cause that body to work. I promise you, you can feel that. It's like if I say, hey, hold, if I ask you to hold your breath, which I'm not, you can imagine how hard that would be if we're holding it over a period of time. The same thing with a body part, with a muscle group, the exact same thing. So when we hold it, when we engage it, when we zip it up, you are working it, and you can actually feel it. It's almost like you're shaking. You want to relax it. You want to put those feet down. Okay. Let's do one more set of those. I know it's Tuesday. Let's do it. Okay. Give me a smile. Sit up nice and tall. Let's take those legs off the floor, both feet at the same time. Engage that lower ab. Let's hold it for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pull it in. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And put it down. I hope that you understand, again, moving is amazing, and also holding a move is amazing, okay? The last set, we're just going to lift. We're going to take it up, take those legs up and extend them out for 8, okay? Let's just go ahead. Let's get ready. Take it up. 8, 7, or ab. 6 is engaged. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and put it down. Yeah, that will fire up that lower body. And sometimes if you're on meeting after meeting, because so often, with the pandemic, a lot of positions, a lot of companies, they realize, we can work from home. So you may be in a meeting literally back to back. I don't want you just sitting there. I want you to be able to move. So even if you've got your camera on, use that lower body to keep that body active, okay? If you got weights, great. If you don't, guess what? It's no problem. I always tell you can improvise, because during the pandemic, it was even hard to find 1, 2, 3 pound weights, any kind of weights. And I tell you, grab canned goods, grab water bottles. Hey, improvise. So I'm going to grab my weights. They're right here, okay? And with these weights, we're going to do a little bit of upper body, maybe throw in some lower body. But again, I want you moving, and you can do everything without the weight, okay? So we're going to work unilateral, maybe, we'll see. Fair enough? Right here, what I want you to do, I want you to make sure you can clear your chair. We don't want to, do anything, hit the chair. So right here, I'm going to do a hammer curl on one side. So I'm just going to bring it up and squeeze. And I'm not throwing it up. I'm just bringing it up to 90 and taking it back down. So bring it up and take it back down. So it's 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that's just the lower part, okay? And you can feel different parts of your bicep when you're doing that, because the bicep is just not one muscle. Several things are going on. So when I say halfway up and all the way down, and unilateral, one side at a time. So we were here, so now let's go all the way up and turn it in, and then bring it down. So it's halfway and all the way, squeezing that bicep. Give me 2 more. Give me 1 more. Now let's put that all together, okay? So it's 1, 2, 3, and 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. There we go. We're turning that arm when we get it halfway and bringing it all the way down. Give me 2 more. That's it. Give me 1 more. There you go. So working the entire arm when we do that, okay? If you're comfortable, it doesn't matter. You can double the weights up, or you can just use 1. It's really up to you. It's your preference. On one side, you may decide, you know what? I don't want to do that. On one side, you may decide, I'm going to do that. So right here, halfway up and down. You're just bringing it up and down. So it's up and down. It's 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's bring it from here, squeeze it up. Got it? So it's a squeeze, the upper part, using that. There we go. We're going to bring it up. We're going to squeeze that bicep. There we go. Give me 2 more. Give me 1 more. Now we're going to put that all together. I'm going to actually drop one of the weights when I do that and just use 1 weight. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4. Halfway, all the way, halfway and down. Halfway up, halfway down. There you go. And just, your own rhythm, your own comfort level when you do that, working that bicep. Understand that you have all of it. And I want you to be aware when you do that, controlling that move, just not swinging it. We don't want to swing our arm. We want to control it. And I don't care if you do 2, I don't care if you do 20. I want you to make sure that you're in control of the weight. You just don't want to be slinging and flinging the weight. You want to be in control of it because you want to make sure that you're working that muscle group. And if you've had any kind of problems with your rotator cuff or your shoulder, you are even more aware of your range of motion and what you can and cannot do. Okay? Now, we're going to work on both at the same time. Yep, I know. Because it's Tuesday. Let's go. Ready? Let's do it. 1, 2, 3, and down. 2. There we go. Halfway, and then all the way. Got it? Halfway, all the way, halfway, and down. Halfway, all the way, halfway, and down. There we go. We got the swing of it. We're in control of these weights. We're working these arms. There we go. You know it. And wherever you are, hey, it may be leaves, it may be snow. I just want you to move those arms and get them strong for me. There you go. Give me one more. There you go. Okay. And when I say that, I'm looking for your best version of you, not comparing you ever to anyone else. And I want you to be mindful of that even with yourself, because even I will say, oh, I used to be able to do X, Y, Z. Oh my goodness, I'm so much better now at whatever. So not comparing your strength or your physical abilities to what you used to do, but just being mindful and understanding that every day you're doing the best that you can do, and that's all we can expect. Okay, let's take these arms and do a little bit more with them. We're going to take these elbows and just pull it in and just take those arms out. Not a death grip on the weights. We've got the weights in control, but we're just bringing it out. Almost like a W for Wednesday, which will be tomorrow. Okay, so take this up. There we go. We've got the W, taking it out, working those shoulders, working those arms. Give me 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it in. How did that feel? Just taking it and locking it in, okay? Again, you can do these exercises without weights. Now I'm going to actually take it forward as if I'm going to serve someone on a tray and bring it back in. So at first it was turned out, now it's forward. So taking it in, just pull it in. I'm going to give you the tray, take it back. There we go, 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, let's do the other side again. It's right here, now it's going forward, not to the side, but forward. Let's go. 8 of them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now, let's take these weights, work our upper body and our lower body at the same time, okay? So what we're going to do, I'm going to just drop one of the weights, and we're going to work opposite arm, opposite leg. So you know how we were lifting the leg up at first? Still, our backs are straight. We're going to take the opposite arm out when we do that. So the arm goes out and the leg goes up, working the opposite at the same time. Give me 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. How does that feel? Opposite. Let's go. Ready? Nice and tall. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And you know, when I took my arm out, I was keeping it low. You can have the option, depending on what you're wanting to do, you can take that arm above your head. But anytime you do that, know that you're going to raise that heart rate. And I want you to be aware of that range of motion, especially if you've had any kind of injury. You know, I always say we want to be smart, we want to be safe versus anything else. So that's the reason with that move, I'm just taking my arm out. I can take my arm down, I can take it above my head. So there are lots of options. But what I'm trying to get you to do is to work the opposite side at the same time, making that body fire up equally, okay? Let's do another set. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's change sides. Ready? Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now I'm going to put the weight down, but I'm still going to work my upper body. And when I do this, I want you to be aware of it. When I say take my arms up are up. They're not down here. They're just out, okay? And I can bring those arms in, opening up that chest and back. Abs are in. I'm not holding my breath. Give me 4 more. It's 4. It's 3. It's 2. It's 1. And put those arms down, okay? Now let's take our shoulders and let's just rotate one shoulder at a time. That should feel really good. Just roll it up and back. Give me 1 more each side. There we go, okay? Now let's just take this arm, just like we did our legs, and let's just bring this arm across our chest. And when you do that, you can feel that stretch. Just bring it across your chest. Then you can actually bring it down across your hip. Just feeling that stretch. Try not to turn too much into the stretch when you do it as well, okay? Let it go. Other side. Let's go. Come on. That's right. Just giving yourself a good stretch. Oh my goodness, feels great. And then put it right here. There you go. And now, just like we did that figure 4, you can simply take your foot out. See how I've got my foot? I'm just going to put it out and sitting up and just leaning over it. I'm still in a chair, just giving myself a stretch. Even if I'm on a call and I've only got 5 minutes, 2 minutes between the next call, just stretching. You know, you can stand up, but you can also stretch from that chair, okay? Opposite leg, you got it out there. Got that leg like a kickstand of a bicycle and stretch over it. There we go. That should feel really good. And bring it back, okay? I want to encourage you to think about this. And I said it last year and I continue to say it. Think about stacking your time. If you only have 10 minutes, if you only have 15, a lot of times we think so big. We think, oh, I don't have 30 minutes. I don't have an hour. If you just take 10 minutes 3 times during the day, guess what? That's your 30 minutes. I just want you moving and being aware of it. All of us have so many things. We have busy schedules, but just taking time to maybe even sit still and being aware of your breathing, being aware of your posture. Because I tell you, anything you want to do, walking, tennis, lifting weights, all of those things require balance, flexibility, stretching, and strength. A lot of times we just underrate those activities, but just sitting up nice and tall, using your back instead of using the back of the chair, it will engage your abdominals and your back to do things that you normally wouldn't do. So just being aware of those 5 minutes, 10 minutes, they add up, okay? I only require one thing from you, and that's a smile. So give me a smile. Be amazed that you did this Tuesday workout. Do it 2 or 3 times, making sure that everything that I'm doing with you, you're taking this and you're layering it. Because I tell you, if you had your favorite song on, and I say this all the time, you can do a lot. You know, you turn on that whatever that tune is, and I mean, time is just out the window. Okay, so dance like nobody's watching. I think that's what they say. Sing like it too. And if I do it, trust me, you'll be gone. So I thank you so much for joining me this Tuesday. Judy, I hope you enjoyed that as well.
Jerri, thank you so much. It was really an enjoyable meeting again this Tuesday. And we want to let you know how much we appreciate you carrying us through such an invigorating chair exercise this morning. And also thank you, AARP members, for your participation. We've also dropped a survey into the chat box. Please take a moment to respond to it. And remember, you can join Mindful Movements each Tuesday at 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. With that being said, have a wonderful Tuesday and let's keep moving. Or when we're sitting, as Jerri has told us, let's make every moment count. Have a great one. Goodbye.